Hi, I'm Tristyn Smolarczyk, and I am in Zachary Winkleman's 425 ATTR class, and basically we were given these scenarios, in which my scenario stated that I am a preceptor at a local secondary school. I have been given these pair of student athletic trainers in which the students know each other, they engage in rehabs together, but yet they regularly challenge what I say and do inside the clinic in what I consider to be a disrespectful manner. I've been frustrated by the way that such combative behavior derails class and undercuts my authority, but on the most recent challenge, I realized that the athletic training students were indeed correct, and I was the negligent one in my own knowledge and preparation, and so it asked me basically what kind of take I would have on that. And so the next day in class, what I would probably do is kind of pull those students aside and talk to them, because I feel like communication is the key to when there's a problem. And so, I'd first address them and let them know that their behavior is just simply not okay, regardless if I was wrong. The thing of it is that, if they have a difference in opinion, they have a better way to let me know. It's just by communicating with me in a more respectable manner, pulling me aside away from, other people or patients and stuff like that, and just kind of talking to me one-on-one and asking me questions of why I did this or why I did that or why I said this or why I said that, and just overall trying to so that they can understand where I'm coming from and I can explain to them why I got what I got. That way there's no miscommunication and we can kind of level with each other. And the best way to do that is to pull each other aside from patients and public eye, because if you're going to question your preceptor in front of a patient, oftentimes not only does it decrease the confidence that the preceptor has, but decreases the confidence in which the patient has in your preceptor, because then they start to question more and more what the preceptor's doing with them, and that's not okay. You need to make sure that the confidence is still there between patient and clinician. So you just need to pull them aside, talk to them one-on-one, why you did this, why you did that, and just kind of get a feel for why your preceptor is doing what they're doing. So I would let them know, hey, your behavior is not okay. They are not certified yet, and if they have questions of what I'm doing, they have a more polite way in which they could ask, as well as a more respectful way in which it is not in the eye or earshot of another patient or student, in which we are able to talk it out. Therefore, no confidence is being crushed or diminished, basically. And we're all humans. We make mistakes. And athletic training, it's a learning process. Athletic training is a growing field, and so therefore, there's still a lot of things we're not 100% sure on yet. We think that this treatment will work, but this could work too. So, everything, we think this is the better treatment. The research shows this. But there's other things that could work, and so therefore, nothing is ever 100%. So we're always learning together, we're making mistakes together, we're learning from them. Sometimes people often release their patients return to play way sooner than what they're supposed to, and therefore, that's your mistake if they come back injured the next day. And so therefore, it's a learning process. You learn not to do that again. You learn to be more conservative or whatnot. And so therefore, I would just kind of talk to them about this, hey, I'm a human, you're going to make a mistake. And it's something that we can talk about. It's something that we can grow from together, learn not to make that mistake again. And so, I would admit to being wrong, but I would let them know that correcting me in front of a patient and stuff like that can ruin all confidence in myself as well as the patient and me. So I would let them know that, this is something we can grow from together, and that I understand that they had a difference in opinion, but they just have to go about it a better way from now on. And I feel like just communicating with your students is kind of what is necessary. Overall, that's what kind of holds us all together and how we determine the best treatments. You communicate with other people. So I just feel like that's really important for this kind of scenario and just learning to work with them.